My question to you is, in recent memory, have you ever used your white privilege to your advantage? What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Avery Jones Podcast. Of course, I am your host, Avery Jones, and welcome to my podcast, people. I have a more than capable guest. You guys can see that the scenery is a little bit different, and I'm going to go, introduce this guy sitting next to me in a little bit. Before we get into that, though, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the podcast. It will help me out greatly. The road to 1K, so help me get to 1,000 subscribers. I got some notes here to make sure I don't forget anything. Make sure you turn on your notification bells so you don't miss any of the episodes that come out. Be the first one to get your hands on them and watch them and all that stuff. Also, make sure to check the link tree in my description as well. So there's a link to my Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and if you want to leave me a voicemail on Anchor, you can do that too, and donations, because you got to help a brother out. You can sign up for a monthly subscription, so you can donate $10, turn it off if you want to. If you forget to turn it off, that's perfectly fine too. So, yeah, now that I got all those formalities out the way, I want to go ahead and introduce my guest. The guy's been like a father figure to me. He's one of my best friends, and in my personal opinion, he's one of my favorite wrestlers. So I have to do an introduction befitting a professional wrestler. Ladies and gentlemen, from every truck stop in America, Acie Montana.
Hey, what's up, buddy? What's going on? You're going to get crazy out there with it.
Right.
What a rodeo we've had this evening.
I'm telling you.
Man.
Yeah.
Double check. Hey, some things just ain't going to be perfect to see behind the scenes. But we getting it done.
We getting it done, brother.
Thanks for having me, man.
Oh, of course, brother. Of course.
You're so lucky I'm professional to be able to do that.
Right.
Thanks for having me, man. What's up?
Right.
We'll leave it at that.
Right. I love you for that, man. But, with you being in the wrestling business, I have to allow you to put yourself over.
You don't gotta allow me. I'm going to.
Of course.
You got a camera on me and a microphone. I'm putting myself over. I'm getting mine in.
Right.
Yeah, man. Thanks so much for having me on your awesome podcast. You heard what he said. I need you to subscribe and send money. Send money. That's it. Like, if you enjoy the content, send $1.
Right. Exactly.
If 1,000 you send $1, I can get better equipment. We ain't gonna do this shit in a damn rental place. But no, seriously, man. Thanks for having me. I'm so awesome to be a part of this thing that you're starting and you're really putting your passion into. Everyone that knows you knows you're sometimes a lost little puppy in the big world.
I am.
But I'm glad to see that this is like one thing this is the first thing that I've ever seen you be passionate about.
Oh, man.
And it's super cool to see it like really evolving into and I know this is like low scale stuff.
Yeah.
Like we tape the box together so that would be up, so we ain't like down here,
Humble beginnings, man.
But the cool thing is once you do have a studio, once you are like pushing, really Hollywood star guests and doing it, it's gonna look back on this and be like, man, that shit was all worth it, right, because the passion was there.
And that's what I'm trying to work towards, man. Trying to get it up off the ground, and this is where it starts. I'm putting into the atmosphere that this is going to be the most viewed video I have on my channel. Period.
Well, I mean, it's either me, your mom, or your grandmother, so I think I'm gonna win. I think I might get 2 more likes than them.
Listen, they really like my grandma now.
Hey, she bathed in blood. Of course they're gonna like a grandma. Shit. She'll let you know quick.
Exactly.
Oh, man.
But since I introduced you as a professional wrestler, tell the people a little bit about you being in the business, as you all call it.
I hate it. It was a bad decision almost 15 years ago.
Over a decade ago.
No, dude. I've got to travel a lot of cool places. I've got to meet a lot of cool people. I've got to hang out with a lot of nice women.
Ladies of the night.
No, shush. Very nice women. Very lonely housewives.
But cool. So, of course, I have, being the mark that I am for you, I got questions to ask you.
Lay them out. Let's talk about pro wrestling for a little bit.
Talk about pro wrestling. Why? Why you get started in pro wrestling?
I just loved it from day one. I saw it. My mother was always part of theater as well.
You're right.
Yeah, my mother got her master's degree in fine arts in theater, and so it was really cool. The theater of like doing that and checking that out, and then it was just, she was like, wrestling's theater, right? I'm like, what? This is Sting and Hogan. This has nothing to do with theater. Let alone did I not know shit. It was all it is theater.
All it is 90% of it.
Boas, paint, lace boots, costumes, capes, mask. So Mom was in theater, and I just loved it from day one, and we were talking earlier before the whole camera was rolling, just getting the feel,
Yeah, professional.
And I think you mentioned you asked me who influenced me. Yeah, and I was like, no one. You kind of had like a dumb look on your face a little bit, like, hold on now, you're supposed to give it up for somebody, and
nope.
I don't have to. I don't gotta do shit.
I did not expect that.
But
that is what I expected.
Right. So, and that's the thing is I adapted other wrestler styles, like Dusty Rhodes is who I pretty much robbed of everything I ever did.
Basically.
Because the body style is the same. So I knew if I could get, if you couldn't get Dusty but you could get Ace, you had the second best thing.
Right.
By no means am I ever Dusty Rhodes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, nope. When I was out there on the circuit,
goddamn close.
Dude, I told people I got booked on some shows saying I was Dusty's elementary son,
and you could pass me.
But the thing was, I mimicked him so well in the ring, the way he agile, the way he cut promos, everything but the list.
Right.
I knew if I started talking like this, baby, I think they were like, this guy's full of shit.
Yeah, right.
But they were definitely really cool. Promoters were like, I don't give a fuck if he's not your dad. Like, don't lie to me. But I mean, like, you're a good
closest
talent.
Thing. I can't get Dusty.
Right.
He cost $5,000.
Well, at the time too, he was like winding down, like for real, like not wrestling. He's doing like some kind of Florida stuff or whatever. But they were able to capture that gimmick on their shows, which that American Dream gimmick. Hey, this fat guy that's a truck driver that wrestles on the weekends could, do this for him. And that's the cool thing is no one influenced me to get the idea of pro wrestling. Like, oh my God, these giant men wrestling and fighting it out and crushing their disputes, No one touches Miss Elizabeth. I'm going to crush your head in the ring. Oh my God, I want to be a part of this.
I can't wait to see it.
And, but yeah, so no one influenced me to be in it. The whole show itself did. Theatrical, fireworks, the wrestlers, the women, the fans, all of that was a big thing. But yeah, it's wrestling in a sense of that. It's not, for me, it's not over. It's never going to be over. I'm always going to be an indie guy. I'm probably going to be 45 years old and be like, oh, well, I think I can do it. God, I hope not. But I'm not knocking the guys that do.
I hope so.
You realize, let me tell you what happened to me one time. I got a message, I think it was like 6 months ago. Dude was like, bing, on whatever it was, Ace Montana, what's up, brother? I'm like, cool. I'm going to send you a picture. I was like, if this is a dick pic, I'm going to be so upset with myself. And I usually don't answer messages. Because I got all the years I've been on the Facebooks. Dude, I got like 700, probably like almost $3,000 worth of messages, 3,000 messages I've never checked.
I'm not surprised.
Because you never know what they're going to say or do, or I just never responded, which I guess is stupid on my part too.
Right. I want to pay you to train me.
Right, yeah, that's always a good one.
$18,000 a month.
No, not at all. But this guy hits me up and says, hey, check this picture out. Bing. I was like, oh, it's me it's a younger fat me with a little kid. He's like, check this out. Bing. Yeah, we took this last show. It's you, me, and my son. This guy was 12 when I met him. He was 22. 10 years later, had him and his son and me in the same picture.
Oh,
I'm 32 fucking years old, and I felt like I was a million. I was like, what the fuck? Like, where did that time go?
My son loves you.
It was so cool. My son got to watch you wrestle. I'm like, I'm not even that fucking old. And that's why people don't understand I got wrestling so young.
Right.
And I was able to start, but it's just crazy how time flies, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, being a wrestler was awesome. It was fun. We got to do really cool shit. I got to tear some hotel rooms. I got to meet some awesome old school guys. It learned a lot about life in general. It ruined my marriage, my first marriage.
Really?
We'll get into that. I think that I ruined my first marriage. Wrestling didn't do it. I did it. I did it.
Right. I was just like,
Avery looked at me and was like,
what? Listen here. Listen here. So, Out of all the people that you face, because I know you face some top guys, we're talking about Steve Roberts. I just saw you knock out Kevin Nash.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, that was the thing. So, out of all the guys that you faced, who was your favorite as far as like top guys?
I don't know about favorite. I mean, because remember, I was on the same show they were, so I had to keep it 100% professional.
Right.
Because I wanted to be on the same level they were.
You can like in your mind, you're like,
oh yeah, I could bark the fuck out of my mind, but outside I was cool, calm, and collected. You know what I'm saying? I had to be.
Right.
Because I was usually a main event player on these indie shows. So I couldn't be like, oh my God, Scott Hall, and your son, you're so amazing. You know, I'm like, fuck, no. I had to be cool. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't be like, hey, Chico, Razor Ramon. You know, I couldn't be like that in front of him.
Right.
No, and a lot of the guys I got in the business with gave me so much shit for years because I would bring up Kevin Nash thing a lot. But what they don't understand is I remember buying Kevin Nash's WCW figure where like you squeeze his legs and his arms do the powerbomb motion.
Right.
Fast forward from like 11 years old to 18 years old, and I'm in the same ring with this guy, and he's taking the, you know, he's fucking taking the pinfall for me for doing the job for this fat kid wearing tassels.
Right. You were wearing
tassels, a star on my crotch, had Ace on my ass. He's like, yeah, man. Like, go out there. I did the little bullshit, hit him with some brass knuckles. I thought it was a clean, good punch. He looked at me all pissed. I was like, oh shit. And he like rolled his eyes backwards and like took the bump. I was like, oh yeah, this is awesome. Because he was like really like being professional with me.
Right.
Got him, hooked the leg. I took, get a ref out here, pinned him 1, 2, 3, grabbed the belt. I did Scott Hall motion over him.
Oh man,
yeah.
I did that scene.
And it's on there. It's like Kobe Pro Wrestling. But it's like one of these early films where like one guy put a whole, you can't go find just that clip.
Right.
You gotta go.
It's like with a camcorder from the stands.
Oh, dude, it was so horrible.
So classic.
Yeah, if you're listening to this on, if you're not watching it on YouTube, remember to subscribe and hit the bell for updates. If you're just listening to it on your headphones or while you're doing something, to give you an idea of what the camera work was like, it was like this. And if you can imagine that, I don't want to break this shit now. Avery's like,
you go pay for that.
Too much. But no, dude, like Corona, and like no, dude, like it was so bad. But he got whoever was filming it got the shot of hitting Nash, taking the bump, the 1, 2, 3, going through the crowd. It was like 3,000 people there. Like wow. Now, dude, like you think about it, 12 years old or 11. To 18, that's and I spend time of busting my ass to get there. Right. Can you imagine what that 12-year-old on the inside of me was thinking?
Right.
Like, holy fucking shit! I'm in the ring with big, sexy Kevin Nash.
Right.
And then, like, here's the thing: we get there, and the promoter was, I guess they put up the thing, and everybody kept calling me, "Hey, man, congratulations, it's pretty cool." I was like, "What the fuck do you mean? You don't even like me? Like, what are you talking about?" So, hey, man, they put, your overall Nash is what it says on the sheet of it. Well, someone's fucking ribbing me.
Right.
I'm not falling for this shit. But yeah, the promoter's like, well, I can't pay him. Basically, all it was is he couldn't pay Nash to come back in. So he had to start building superstars of himself. So there was a couple of stable of guys that he would use. Lucky for me, at 18, I was already 6 foot, 280 pounds. I was a big kid. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't like a small... Like, some of the rookie guys are like real small when they start, and then they say they're praying to take the vitamins after like 7 years, and they're like super jacked with that super juice. And so I think that's what he told me. He pulled me on the back and said, Ace, I want to let you know, you're one of the most professional guys I hired to come out and do these for me. I can't afford to bring Nash back. I want to give you this opportunity because I feel like we can really do business together. And that was the cool thing is we did a lot of business together, and I was able to, Nash was super cool. And I don't think I told a lot of people the story. I went up to him after I was done, after like all the other people like doing the shows, packing up, leaving. Me and Nash were the mains, so we were like done. We're in the back getting ready, and he, he's the coolest. Like, and you'll hear this from anybody. He's the coolest guy to be around. He's funny. He doesn't take you, like, he doesn't make you feel like you're an idiot.
He seems cool.
Super cool dude. And so I just asked him, Nash, I know guys ask this shit, but I'm not going to be stupid and not ask you because it's just, Is there anything I can do in the ring to make it better. He's like, you know what your biggest problem is? I was like, oh shit. He's like, you're fat. I was like, what? No, he didn't say that. He said to me, he says, all you need to do, kid, is slow down. Enjoy the moments.
Right.
He said, because that one you just did out there, you probably won't ever get that again.
Ever.
I said, if I booked your ass, I paid for it and beat you out. But I didn't think that. I was like, he's absolutely right. So that's what made me go, okay, I got to drop these tassels. I got to quit trying to be quick, and so I got to start enjoying this.
Right. And
at 18, to get that kind of advice, and it take, like, that's different. You can give somebody the advice, and they like on the side of the cliff, and they're like, all right, thank you, and then walk off right off the side of the cliff. You're like, well, fuck, I talked to you for 2 hours.
Right.
The fuck?
Exactly.
But it was super cool to do that. So like Kevin Nash, and then doing the NWA convention, wrestling there, and got to meet all these guys, doing so much stuff up and down the roads. It was really cool. I got to do a show with Bobby Eaton in North Carolina. Beautiful Bobby Eaton, where I think he's doing medical work. I don't know if he's doing well right now, or not. I hope he is. Prayers go out to him for sure.
Right. I don't know if he is. I heard something about it.
Yeah, I heard he got sick or something, but that's been forever. But it was really cool to be able to. I think he never called me Ace Montana. He called me Ace Holt.
Ace Holt.
Yeah. I'm like, you motherfuckers. Because the one thing we have in common, we're both born in Birmingham.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's me, him, and Bob Holly, all born in Birmingham, Alabama. I don't know if Bob Holly was a shoot with that, but that's that was one thing that I always told people.
Right. So you have a very colorful relationship, or had a very colorful relationship with Jake the Snake Roberts. What's some of your what's like one of your favorite stories when it comes to Jake?
So I did the road with him for like 6 months. For some reason we just on the same fucking shows.
Right.
This was years ago. And for anybody out there in the YouTube world, if you feel like you've heard of me or not, I'm the guy that almost shot what's his name?
You know his name.
Teddy Hart.
Teddy Hart.
And I had a brain fart there. So look at you trying to put myself
right,
on.
exactly.
I'm doing it for clout, as Maria Mavenick would say.
Right,
he's doing this for clout. I told him to put that in. Fuck. We'll talk about that too. Fuck that day. So me and Jake did the same shows for like 6 weeks or whatever. For some reason, we winded up. This is before DDP yoga and the drugs were gone. Right. I used to record my matches, but it was so early on in the game, like recording stuff. We had those little cameras. I forgot to turn. There's a couple of guys that can vouch for me on this. I forgot to turn it off one time. I was the match before him.
Okay.
So I get mine. Let me see. No, he was before me. I was the main event, I think. Maybe. I can't remember. Either way, for some reason, it was me and Jake the Snake Roberts inside of a camper trailer on a fairgrounds show. I got a picture of it. I'll send it to you. You can
Please do.
It's like a shittiest fuzzy picture of me like walking to the ring walking back to the ring with kids. And either way, so Jake Roberts made me do a line of cocaine.
Made you?
Made me.
Bullshit.
You ain't leaving this. I'm gonna beat your ass. And a swig of whiskey before I went out. Didn't make me.
Exactly.
He didn't make me. I was like, well, let's fucking do this ride, brother. Jake Roberts. So, I do drugs for the first time in my life. First time I'm doing crack, or I guess crack cocaine. Colombian bam bam.
That's not cocaine.
So
that's not crack.
Yeah. So I did it, and he had like I think he had like a little library card or something. So I was like, okay. And the thing is, I'm a big guy. So I know I did enough because my nose wouldn't quit running during the match. It was like I could barely breathe. It was so horrible. I get out there, I take my first bump, and it was like, wow. I was like, oh shit, we're about to do this ride right here. We're about to get this done. So either way, I captured Jake Roberts on camera, just audio, being like, asking like the crew guy that's like, I guess his caregiver for the time. Yeah. And this is before we go to the Richmond show. This is like the weekend before, or like I think this was like a Saturday or Friday, and then Saturday where I was in Richmond too with him. And so he's like, "Do you know where you can get any crack?" And like asking, "Do you know where you can get any crack at?" He's like, oh yeah, bro, I got it landing down 2 miles down to get us some of that. He's like, good, let's get that guy, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. And I'm like, this is Jake Roberts asking for drugs. Like, I got, but at the time, it wasn't nothing special because it was Jake Roberts. It was what he did. And I'm not trying to make anyone look bad. I thought I had something like a gold mine here. It wasn't like Vince on camera or something crazy. You know what I'm saying? Which I think is like for me, getting Vince on camera outside of the WWE is like finding Sasquatch. It doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen at all.
I think it was like a couple years ago he got in a wreck with his fucking Ferrari or his Porsche and he got out in like an 80s jogging suit. And I'm like, what the fuck?
You should see him recently when that's the first time I've ever seen Mr. McMahon in normal clothes where he had like an orange shirt on and some like short shorts. It was so hot and some loafers. And I was like, dude, if you don't look like the richest white man.
Yeah. Well, he's a powerful man for sure.
Exactly.
People we'll get to all that other stuff. But yeah, either way, so me and Jake Roberts, drugs, all that stuff with wrestling. I got to do with a lot of cool people in the wrestling business. It's just, for me, the Kevin Nash thing was a really big thing. The NWA Legends thing, getting to like be in the same room as Ric Flair, just talking to old school guys and just be like a legit like an indie guy on the corner, just getting ready for a show. And that was super cool. And just, being able to meet guys up down the road that you fell in love with as a kid. But, like they say, don't meet your heroes. And let me tell everybody out there in the YouTube world, when it comes to the old school guys, don't meet your fucking heroes. They will let you down. They will let you know quick.
I'm not who I portray to be.
They don't give a fuck. They don't have to.
Right.
The ride's over, so either they got a chip on their shoulder or they made enough money put away where they enjoy the fans. That's the only two types of old school guys that are out there.
That makes sense. Makes sense.
Yep.
So, a lot of people in the professional wrestling world have a tough time separating the man from the gimmick. Now, this man's name isn't Ace Montana. It's actually Acie Williams. Mm-hmm. So,
that's ACIE, not Lacey, not Casey, not Ace Ventura, Acie Williams. Motherfucker, I've been saying that for years.
Really? That is hilarious. So,
makes sense.
Tell the people what it's like becoming because I've known you for a decent amount of time. Mm-hmm. So you told me a lot of stories about you becoming a father at a very young age and having to grow up really fast. Yeah, so let's go ahead and
we'll transfer from the ring to the man.
Right, to the man.
To the dark side of wrestling.
Dark side of the ring.
Copyrights, man. You better watch out.
Dark
side of the ring side.
I'm gonna cut out ring.
Yeah. No, you know what, dude? I'm stupid. Got a girl, got an apartment. Unprotected sex for all you young guys out there. Rubbers suck, but they will save your life.
Right.
Not just because of STDs and 24 million people have AIDS. I think I found that out. How many? 24 million people in the world have AIDS.
Lord.
I think that. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not a statistic guy, but like it was something crazy. I was like, I'm glad I got somebody now that I know it's clean.
Right.
But yeah, man, unprotected sex. I got a girl pregnant. My first child, Emma Williams, Emma Bell. Shout out, love you. If you ever see this, and I'm like dead or gone, I love you. And she's 10 now, and Savannah is 8. Savannah Pearl Williams is my youngest, and Emma Bell Williams is my oldest. And 2 beautiful little girls. I wouldn't change it now for the world, and that's what I have to say. No, I'm serious. But it's hard because I didn't have a dad, right. So I didn't know how to be a dad. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
I had to fucking legit remember how shitty my dad was to go, okay, he wasn't there, so let me do the total fucking opposite of what he would do in this situation. Staying was a big part. That's all I had to do was fucking stay.
Right.
So I did for years, man. I think me and my wife, my first wife, I'm not gonna mention her name because I don't think she wants that out there. And I respect her. Of course. We've been through it. We've been through the ringer, both of us. You know what I'm saying? As parents, as young friends first. Yeah. She was good friends with my girlfriend in high school. That's how we knew each other.
Oh, okay.
And then after everything broke off, and I moved to Pittsburgh and was traveling the world and wound up back up in Virginia doing bouncing gigs because I'm such a badass. I'm just joking. I portrayed it. Right. Shit went down. I was on the second floor. Right. Shit went down on the second floor. I was on the first floor. Right. Let me tell you how quick I was going. I was gone. Pay me some bullshit Monday. I'm gonna fight somebody for real.
Oh, hell no.
I get paid more to fake fight. But yeah, easy money, nighttime lifestyle. I was living in a trailer with a guy here on the east side of Richmond, and life was shitty as shit could get. I was living out of a car. I moved back with a girlfriend from Pittsburgh in an apartment. She just left. She's like, I'm out. And then like I had this whole house. So I remember I knocked on my neighbor's. I was like on my neighbor's door, and they're like a Spanish family.
Oh, okay.
They're like 30 people living in that bitch.
Damn.
I said, yo, I'm leaving. That whole apartment, you can have everything. The dude was like one young dude was like, are you serious? I was like, yeah, like tell him to take everything out of it. I had TVs, furniture, couches, bed. I mean, this whole bitch was furnished, but I didn't have any way to pay the rent. I couldn't keep a job to save my life. I don't like working for people.
I hate it.
Don't tell me what to do. I go to lunch when I want to go.
Right.
And which is why we're in my eBay store. If anybody wants to know where we're at, we're in my eBay store, which is Junkman's Collectibles on eBay. So I like to sell used shit.
Pretty awesome.
It ain't bad. I found some really cool stuff.
I like it. It's old school.
And I'm able to like make money, and I don't need a lot of money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I got a nice truck. I got a pickup. I got a Harley. I got a beautiful wife. The house. You know, we work together to keep that. I don't live beyond my means anymore, so I can enjoy not working for somebody.
Right.
I still do my taxes. I still do
Make sure you
I'm
set a
1099 for everything. I keep my receipts. I'm legit as it gets.
Right.
You know, so, and we had kids at a young age. It was a horrible experience. She comes from a poor family. I come from a poor family. It never mixes right.
Right.
Because in one aspect, she's searching for that picket fence in the dream. I remember the night she told me she was pregnant, I was going to leave her.
Damn.
Yeah, my buddy, a good friend of mine, I won't name his name on here, but he works at WWE now. You know what I'm talking about. Okay. But we won't mention any names.
Right.
They were leaving, a group of them were leaving to go to OVW wrestling. Like the next day, or like 2 days after.
Oh, wow.
And I remember having that talk with her, like, hey, look, so I'm not ready to be a dad at all. And this was like, I was trying to give her the talk of...
At least you were man enough to present it to her.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, and this is what I'm talking about, where I really had to learn to be a father. Like, now I'm the best dad you could... For someone who didn't have a dad, so for somebody that, you know, I have the opportunity of being a... Don't tell me I'm a good father. If you see me or whatever, I know I am. But it's my fucking job.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You have to do
I brought them into this world. I have to at least get them to 18 to understand life. To be, hey, man, you know, bust your ass, work hard, save your money, don't do drugs. I mean, if you do drugs, just fucking don't. Like, hard drugs. Smoke pot. I don't care.
Right.
You know? But, you know, I don't do drugs in front of my kid. I smoke pot now, which is wonderful. I just started doing that like 3 months ago. I got a great drug dealer that brings it to me. It's phenomenal.
Oh, he brings it to you?
Brings it to me, dude. It's such a good fucking shoot. I love it. He comes, hangs out. He'll throw a couple extra things my way, and hey, try that out. You pay me next time. I'm like, cool. So, like, getting into edibles and stuff, I don't like edibles too much. I'm getting off topic to being a good dad going into smoking.
Right. Listen. I'm a good dad, but I also smoke.
But I'm a little overweight, as you can tell. You know what I'm saying? I've always been overweight, but, like, it's been with my job and this, and I still drive a tow truck on the side as a 1099 employee. So, like, I'll do work that he can't get to or whatever. He'll just pay me, and then I just claim that on my taxes or whatever. But I was just so stressed out, and then I was up, you know, I wouldn't say where I was at, but up north, the buddy was like, hey, smoke some weed with me. I'm like, fuck it. I don't work for nobody no more.
Might as well.
Dude, when I tell you my calmness level came down to the point. Now, I didn't do it. I was going to smoke pot before this podcast, but we're about to get into some real shit together.
Stuff, right.
So I got to be on T, so I don't fuck your podcast up and I don't get hate threats.
Right.
Because the whole racism thing is real big now.
Right.
It's a hot ticket if you want to get on. If you want to get put over. But it helped me out.
Right.
Right. So, but going back to having a kid young age, real quick, I sat her down and said, I don't want to do this with you. She started crying her eyes out. She said, Acie, I love you. I left my mother's. I spent all my money on this furniture in this house. We got this little bitty 1-bedroom apartment together. And I was like, I had to go to work that night anyways. So I called Chad that owns Wonderland downtown Richmond. It's a great bar, so check it out. I told him, I go down there, and I'm sitting there with him, and I'm just like, I need some dad advice, and he's always been there for me. Actually, when I got married, he never left my side the entire night. People don't know that, but the guy that married me and my wife, Brittany, he never left my side the entire night.
All right, brother. So let's go ahead and get into, the juicy stuff. What's going on in the world today? It's a very racially divided climate.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Very.
Yes.
My heart hurts. I have wept for our country, for our race, because we were saying earlier that, there's people out there doing these particular crimes that are predominantly white, and then you have got, people that are rioting in the streets and saying basically death to white people. And I know white people such as yourself, that have been good to me personally.
Yeah.
And that is hard for me to look at, as well as seeing brothers just die.
Yeah.
Like an everyday.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing is what was captured on footage with the man that died. What was his name again? George Floyd. And I'm saying I haven't watched the video. I don't want to.
I don't blame you.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are like, I've seen that clip of that guy with his knee on his neck and his eyes open, but I don't ever want to see. I told myself that I'm not going to watch that video.
Right.
Not because I don't respect the black community or that I want to be blind from the reality of what it is. We both know that I ain't going to sugarcoat shit on this subject.
Right.
As a white man in America, I cannot imagine what a black man goes through.
Right.
Judgment of walking in stores, cops, women, society. I cannot imagine what a black man goes through. I'm not even going to try. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm white,
Right.
And, you got some comedians that will play on that. What you mad about? You white. You know what I'm saying? Like, because, man, at the end of the day, they all got to go. Justice has to be served. It's what we do. Otherwise, you have full-on blown anarchy. And that's what they're showing. Dude, they're sitting here. Fuck the markdown, bitch. We're going to burn the store down. You know what I'm saying?
Burn it down.
Targets, businesses, And, one thing that, and that's why I'm ready to get the hate. I can't wait, because it ain't my podcast they're going to be messaging about. But why you got that cracker on there talking about the black man?
I'm ready for all of it.
You know what, dude? And that's where the dividing has to stop.
Right.
Morgan Freeman said, I'm going to stop calling you a white man, and you need to stop calling me a black man.
Just a man.
Just a man.
Simple.
But that's, the reality is it will never be that way. Do you know why?
Why?
Because ignorance on both ends.
You're right.
You got some family members that can't wait to call somebody a cracker. You know what I'm saying?
I don't personally.
Really?
Nope.
That's
not
awesome.
One. Not one.
But you know what I'm saying? I got family members that are racist as all get out, and they're not even family. They're the same family name, but they're not my family. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. And then us at the black community, and I'm glad that you said that, because that's one of the topics I got.
Yeah.
But it's like,
I'm here to answer them all 100% with you. That's why I didn't get high for this episode. I didn't smoke pot for this.
Right. So my whole thing is, well, basically the black community is saying that when you see certain things or hear certain things like that, we're asking the white community to speak up. Our issue is when certain things happen like that, you just kind of brush it under the rug. Or that's Sally, that's what she does, or she's just joking, or no, it's wrong. So if you are against that, then say you are. If not, you're a bigger part of the problem as the person saying, hey, like saying nigga behind closed doors.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
We getting in it now.
Yeah.
No, you know what, dude? And I'll never forget the first time I said that from a black guy.
Tell me that story.
You ready? You ready? I became it was a guy named Ivan. We worked in Central Transport together. And I don't know what happened, dude. Because I've never been there. My best friend in the whole wide world besides you is Pork Chop Johnson.
Right.
You can't get more old school black than that man is. You know what I'm saying? And man, I tell you what, we were driving in Texas, and this white dude cuts us off. I'm in the passenger seat. I reach out and I said, "You stupid N-word."
Right.
And then I
so you called a white man. Yeah.
The N-word.
Okay.
And it just happened, right? And I'm like, And I look over at Ivan. Ivan's cool as fucking couldn't be cooler. So he looked at us. I was waiting how long it was going to take you to do it. Right. I was like, man, I felt bad for like 500 fucking miles.
I bet.
Because it was like one of the worst things I ever said in my life to somebody, or said to in the presence of a black man. And you know, and a lot of people don't. You know what I hate about white people? My own race, you know, because we're all fucking humans. We're all on one fucking rock going through space.
Right.
There ain't shit above us. There ain't shit. The never ending is above us and below us and all around us.
Right.
Like, ain't none of us leaving this motherfucker. Literally. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what? I'm leaving Earth. Yeah. No, you ain't, no, motherfucker. Right. Unless you die spiritually, you right here.
Right. We go nowhere.
And that's what people don't understand. And that's what pisses me off. It's like, fuck. You know, and this just pisses me off in the sense, because here's the thing. I said it. I owned it. It was horrible. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I would be lying to you today in my younger days if I didn't say it behind closed doors. Or if I see something on television that motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just like but that's just like in white. And I don't know if that's just like in black homes, but you got racist black people too.
You do.
But it doesn't fucking balance. Right?
It's not equated to.
Exactly.
We are in a situation where a lot of the times we're not worried about it because we're worried about being oppressed.
Who is that speaker? He's been around forever, and I should know his name. I don't want to disrespect the black community for not knowing his name.
Farrakhan?
Farrakhan. I am such a huge fan of his.
Because he speaks the truth in which it's
in
a peaceful context.
Right.
He knows what the hell he's talking about.
But when he says white devil, it's not like, shit. I mean, like, should I be a fan right now? Like, do I need to, like, but it ain't about being a fan. It isn't about being a white guy with black guy. You know what I'm saying? Like on the black side or white side team. Because I don't give a fuck.
Right.
You disrespect me as a white guy, I'm going to open hand slap the fuck out of you. You disrespect me as a black man, I'm going to open hand slap the fuck out of you. Man is man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If I break your skin, guess what color comes out? Red. You break mine, guess what comes out? Red. The problem of the matter is, in today's world of racism, right, is no one wants to fucking man up to it. Man up to it. Stop lying. If you're racist, be racist. Fine. That way people know who the fuck you are, and you start to get isolated away from the whole fucking gun. Now, is there saying that you could learn and do better? Sure.
Right.
Are you willing to?
So if you're saying that you were doing these particular things.
Correct. I would be lying if I said I didn't.
Right. But you have learned to unlearn these things.
I have unlearned and to teach my daughters, you know, my two beautiful women that I'm raising. You know what I'm saying? There is no fucking color out there. A person is a person. Now, don't get me wrong. It ain't like, hey, I can come to you and be like, Avery, man, don't you love the way your hair is so soft after using conditioner and how straight it lies on your shoulder? You're like, no, motherfucker, I don't
relate.
You can't. Just like I can't relate to picking the fro out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can try to put as much Jerry curl. You know what I'm saying? And then the thing is, brother, is no one wants to fuck. What we're doing right now, there might be a couple of podcasts out there that are doing this for a white guy and a black guy to sit down. Right? How old are you?
26.
26, I'm 32. You know what I'm saying? So I've got that hump of like a decade over you with the whole thing. But I remember when O.J. Simpson got tried.
Right.
I think I was old enough to remember. I don't even, what year was that? Was the 80s or what?
I think so. If it was, I don't think
I may have not been old enough, but I remember watching a video of reactions of America around the world, like at malls, looking inside TV stores. Can you imagine that being today's world?
Right.
And being like, oh my God, I can't believe he got off. You know, white people are pissed, black people are cheering. You know, but at the end of the day is that's what I think the media is doing and will continue to do for the end of the world is divide us.
Right.
Because a broken country cannot overcome the government. It can't overcome things. I'm going to sit here and tell you right now, as a black man and you black men in America, y'all got fucking mountains to climb. And it's because of our ignorance as white people, right?
Right.
That we're not willing to let y'all climb. We're not willing to give out business loans. We're not willing to give out chances. We're too scared of what could happen.
Literally what's happening is, imagine being in a race and having a 10-mile head start and then expecting someone else to catch up to you. But not only do we catch up, but we pass you.
Surpass. What
Right.
the fuck was that?
And
hold on now.
What happens when that happens, a person gets angry.
Yeah.
And they get jealous, and they're like, I'm going to use my power that I have.
Yep.
I'm going to slow the race down. Mm-hmm. I'm going to stop you somehow so I can get to where I need to be in life. And that's literally what has been happening for 400 years. So my question to you is, even being, like you said, what you've done behind closed doors and learn that this is wrong. Mm-hmm. Are you correcting others that are close to you that may be, like, knowing that you have your two best friends are black?
Yeah.
And
you want to ask me if I see something, I'm going to say something.
Right.
If I saw a cop, right, and a lot of people say this, man, I might wind up in jail too, because I know they ain't gonna shoot me.
Right.
I can tell a cop to go fuck himself. You can't.
Literally, we were talking about that the other day.
Yes, sir. I can tell a cop, fuck you. Put me in handcuffs. What law did I commit? Bitch, I got money for a lawyer. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not to assume that black men don't have money for a lawyer, but at the end of the day, money and getting a lawyer ain't gonna help you if you got a bullet in you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Or getting fucking smushed. Goddamn man got smushed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it just doesn't make sense. That's why I tell people, you can't, if you're a white guy listening to this, and you're saying, oh, I've never said the N-word, you're a fucking liar.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you're a black man listening to this and never said honky or cracker, admit it, you're a fucking liar.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's so hard. This is always going to be an issue. You know why? Because it's the only history we can't get past.
Literally.
We can't get past it. You know why we can't get past it? Because they need us not to get past it. The government needs us to divide.
Right.
The liberals want your vote because they need the Negro vote, is what they say. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day. Like, they would come out and say that. Like, I asked John Johnson, is a white man able to say Negro on, like, today's world? And John Johnson, my best friend's black. My tag team partner in life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He sits back and goes, well, you know something, Ace? It's a little dated.
Right.
And he's right. Because I was asking, you know what I'm saying? And it just blows my mind.
What people don't realize is the divide isn't black and white.
Right.
It's wealthy and poor.
Right, exactly. But here's the thing.
But they make us to believe that we need to have this divide.
Yeah.
And continue this divide.
Well, if you go on my Facebook right now, I've got a Trump banner under me and Brittany's name that says Trump 2020. Do you know why I'm voting for Trump?
Why?
You want to know why?
That's surprising to me.
Right? Ain't that crazy?
Right.
I voted for Hillary last year because my mother begged me to. I hate voting. I don't follow it. I try to make as much. But I try to do stuff an outlaw way if I could. Right?
Right.
I'm voting for Trump because he had something to do with wrestling. That's it. And he'll tell people, he'll tell the reporters to go fuck themselves without having to say go fuck yourself.
You've seen his latest tweet?
Not at all.
Okay. He said a whole bunch of stuff, but the biggest part is saying, if you loot, we shoot.
If you what?
If you loot, we shoot.
See, and then he goes and does shit like that, where I gotta take his banner off my face. See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Because I don't follow this shit. At least the politics side. You know what I'm saying?
Right. He called the people, like, you realize the divide that you have in media within itself, because you're like, okay, when it's white people riding over their sports team, they're young college kids just having some fun.
Right.
Now it's black people outraged by the killing of a black man, and now we're thugs. Yeah. And he said that within the tweet. He said thug somewhere in there, and he said if we loot, or if you loot, we shoot.
You know what, man? And I just changed it to stay home, stay alive.
There you go.
So if you go check out my Facebook now, that bitch has just been updated. So, and to be honest with you, I probably won't even vote.
I don't blame you.
And here's
the thing. Like, people are saying, like, the lesser two evils is Joe Biden. I'm not trying to...
I'm not going to go Joe Biden. Dude, here's the thing. Joe Biden is racist as it gets.
Right.
Right? Joe Biden doesn't know what it's like to be an African-American in Richmond, Virginia.
At all.
Or Chicago, or Detroit, or Atlanta.
He'll never know.
He'll never know. He knows, but here's the thing: none of them no one ever will at that level, because they have never been to this level. We will not vote in poor because we all hate poor, right. But we need poor in there. I would love to find someone that came from nothing, right?
We had him in there already.
Barack Obama. Barack Obama, right?
Right. And that's the
happiest white people lost their shit on that.
That's the happiest black people has ever been in centuries.
And you know the crazy thing is now all I hear about hate about when he was in there. Oh, he didn't do shit for us because social media.
Because they expect him to move mountains that did 400 years of damage, or that's been there for 400 years, and push those out of the way.
We gotta get a piece of pussy in the office, man. I don't care how old she is, but we gotta get some pussy in that office. That has been too many dicks in that fucking. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And and this is where it's gonna get crazy on this podcast, because this is what we're doing. We're looking at each other, black man to white man,
right. But
we've both been poor. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I got a nice house, I got a nice yard, I got a brand new lawnmower, I got my own little eBay store going. I can't tell you because I couldn't have had any of that without my wife's credit.
Right. Exactly.
Credit ain't shit on this end of the table. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, at the end of the day, but I'm sure I could have had it because I am white. If I would have buckled down, had a job for a year, got some money put away, whatever. Where on your chance, I don't really know what it's like going to a bank as a black man or trying to get a loan or small business loan. I know that enough black people on camera have said that they can't get them. And it's hard. It's hard. You got
my credit score is in the 700s, 2600. Right. Your credit score could be worse than mine.
Right.
And you still would get more opportunities than me just because of the color of your skin.
Of course.
You see black, you see thug, you see white, you see established businessman.
Right.
No matter what he looks like. Right. No matter what he looks like.
And here's the thing. What can I do to change that?
That's one of the questions.
Yeah.
What can you do?
What can I do to change that for you?
And so I know people are going to look at this and be like, okay, because I don't think you fully answered the question when I asked you, when someone makes a statement.
100%. 100%. If someone stood on your neck, I would bum rush them like a 49ers lineman, and I would go to jail for you. I would do whatever it took to get them cops off you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if that meant I got to go down, yes. I mean, no one knows until you're put in front of that gun.
Right, in that situation. God
damn, they're going to kill this guy. Well, let's all do something. Yeah, but I don't want to die.
Right. They're all saying that the biggest problem is that, like what I was telling you earlier before the podcast started, you can speak on rioting, but there's a man that was murdered. It doesn't matter what the color of his skin.
Yeah. Let me just go on record and tell everyone about this fucking Target store. All right? They got fucking insurance for a reason.
Right.
They're going to write all that off on taxes and probably get a nice fucking insurance policy to replace all. Because here's the thing. They may have bought the shit that went in the store, but it all has a fucking an insurance policy with it. So the whole store is going to be rebuilt. They may not rebuild that store in that location, or they may be like, no, we're sorry, this, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, they got insurance policy on it. Yes. And this is where I'm going to blow your mind. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Young black people of America, they want to remember and honor Martin Luther King and the people that really put in the ground's work to say, you know what, fuck you whiteys. I ain't getting off this bus. I'm sick of, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Rosa Parks with that whole shit. Everything in the midst of this. I think young black people of America are fucking done marching.
Right.
I think they're done. I think you guys are done marching on death, because you're gonna silent and this. Okay, I got so much we gotta talk about.
So much.
So I got that timer over here, so we didn't
right.
talk about this. We got 12 o'clock at night trying to record. You know what I'm saying, dude? But look at this. Young black people in America have to stop. There's no more silent protesting anymore.
There isn't.
And then you got white people like, well, white people get killed 94% of the time, and they don't even film that because they want black people to be suppressed. Shut the fuck up. Black people are suppressed when they walk out of the front door every fucking morning.
Right. It's not just about the deaths. It's about
having the lifestyle that's put upon you, and you can never surpass it because of your skin color.
Right.
Martin Luther King said what? Do not judge me by my skin color.
The content of my character.
Say it again.
But the content of my character.
Church, as Pork Chop would say. That's the difference, man. That's the thing that's going to get this whole movement. Now, I was talking to Brittany last night, my wife. I was like, you want to know something that I've noticed? You know when they had that protest here in the state capitol when all the guys had them AR-15s and handguns and stuff?
Right.
No cops showed up or nothing?
At all.
Do you want to know why?
Why? Because I've been trying to contemplate that in my head.
You ready for this? Could you imagine in the capital of Virginia, right?
Right.
Liberal. If there was a fucking shootout between 150 white guys with guns and 150 police officers with guns, could you imagine that?
I don't want to.
That would literally set the tone for blood on the doorsteps of the fucking government.
Right. And everybody would be white.
Here, and everybody there is white.
Right.
You can't have pictures of 100 white dudes with their AR-15s that are family men, friends of governors, brothers of governors, whatever. Spilled blood all over that. White men blood can't be spilled. Black men blood can be spilled on American soil. You know why? Because it's
been happening for 400 years.
It's been happening long enough where they're numb to it.
Right.
Now young black people are like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm going to burn this motherfucking Target down, and I'm going to raid every fucking store. Does it suck for the store owners? Of course it does. Everything about this sucks.
It does.
Everybody that's making a decision.
Like, fuck the Target. Fuck the Starbucks. Yeah. But when you're talking about black, white, yellow, Indian, Hispanic, whatever, and they spend all of their years building a business to potentially pass on to their kids, grandkids,
but they have to have insurance.
And then
if they're a legit business,
even if they have insurance, right. It's just like
But here's the thing:
they love this business enough, and then you come in and you raid it.
Right, but here's the thing: what else? You think a silent protest means shit anymore?
It doesn't mean. It's not even a silent.
A silent protest doesn't mean shit.
It's got to be like a better way. My suggestion for it was stop buying shit.
No.
Stop buying shit from Target.
You can't.
The black dollar.
Bruh, let me tell you right now.
Okay.
Let me tell you right now. Your grandmother set her ways, right? What's one thing she can't live without?
Groceries.
Right?
Right.
That's all of America. Right?
Right.
Target is... The joke is you go to Target so you don't got to see people at Walmart. They go to Walmart. Right?
They band together on anything else.
Right. Here's the thing. You've got to have groceries. Let's just say they only sell a certain amount of Target, or let's say Target sells something for the black community, like a hair product or something like that you need, right?
Right.
Got a good price at Target, great product. 100,000 African American, I don't even want to say African American, people that use that product are going to go. You know how stubborn my race is stubborn like that. No, right. I gotta get this. Fuck you.
Right.
Target didn't do shit to me.
But and that's the thing. Just anybody. A lot of people are just illogical when they think in the first place. So it's like, okay, I can raid it, burn it to the ground, but next week I'm gonna be in there shopping at another one that I did not burn down.
Right. And it's further away. They gotta go. You can make jokes about this all day long. The problem is it's not a joke to matter.
Right. And it's not the joke. It's
and here's the thing: who knows if the protesters that were all for the man that got killed didn't set the fire? It was looters. It was guys like, fuck yeah, I want to get some free shit.
Right.
It may have nothing to do. What you're doing, you've got a fucking city full of young kids from 16 to 25 to even 40 that are out there protesting. You got people protesting today, right now. People are getting hurt, maced.
They rioted last night. For no point.
They burnt a Richmond, Virginia bus down. Like, that's the only I heard is a bus got burned. I'm like, really? A bus? Fuck.
Right.
But they got thousands more buses.
They raided DTLR on Broad Street. Busted open.
And then here's the thing. That's when you tell yourself this. Come on. Like,
there's got to be a better way.
For your culture.
Right. There's got to be a better way.
Because you ain't going to look at me and go, hey, what you take from DTLR? Wow, I didn't know that. I mean, I didn't know shop before.
Right.
They sell shoes, right? They sell clothes or?
I don't even.
I mean, I know what they sell because I remember they got hot back in the day. But man, you know the thing is young black of Americans are sick of the silent protest. I guarantee you, if everybody would have showed up with a gun at that protest, it would have been a whole different ballgame. There would have been hundreds of bodies laying out. That, you know, and then that's the sad part about it. I can't.
They're destroying, and then the ironic part about all of this is they're destroying black businesses.
Yeah, and see, and that's the thing too, is people are worried about the black business that, you know, I sent you that video of that older guy yelling.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
In LA in like the 1990s.
He's like, I worked my ass off, but I was poor. I come from the ghettos.
Right.
Yep. But the problem is you got a generation now that doesn't care about the old school ways.
Right.
You've got an X generation now. You got young dude. Who is the hottest rapper right now? Spanish man, 6'9".
Right.
Beat the system, got out, hottest rapper, makes for the most money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And these rappers now are like small dudes that don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? They're like Biggie Smalls and Tupac, and you know them days. I'm sorry to say it, but are over for the black community.
Right.
And I'm not like I'm saying this because I act like I'm going to sit here and like say this to like for the black community. No, black community is going to say this by themselves. You can't go around killing people now because everybody has the footage. Nothing's ever stopped. This has been going on forever, like you said.
400 years.
We can just film it now.
Right.
We got more access of it. 40 years ago in time, if someone said, hey, a black man got killed in Milwaukee, well, what did he do? The cops killed him. Well, he must have been doing something wrong.
Here's the thing. Will Smith said
Will
Smith said it himself recently. He said it didn't get worse. It just got filmed.
It just got filmed. I think what Brittany told me today before I came out. I've been hyping the podcast for like all week. Dude, it's if you're racist, be racist.
Don't be racist.
Because
don't be racist.
No, listen what I'm saying here. But don't lie about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's
a lot of closet racism.
100%. You got so, and the reason why I say that as a white man is because I want to know. I don't want to be around that.
Right.
So if you're closet racist and you I remember I was sitting at breakfast. We went out to Charlotte, North Carolina with one of Brittany's friends from school, and her husband said like a racist comment because there was a mixed couple in there.
Right.
And she's like, what the fuck? She was pissed at her like soon-to-be husband. They're a horrible couple. But I looked at Brittany, and Brittany was like, that was fucked. You know, because he said a racist comment to her, you know. And, you know, it's just, it's beyond me and you sitting at a table in my store, you know, a fucking shit little old office building.
It's not even because I told people, I've been hyping up this podcast, so I was like, super excited to sit down and talk with you about it and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, this is the platform that I'm going to use. This is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know, I've never been a violent guy. I'm not going to go out there and riot in the streets and burn stuff down. This is my city. I love this city. So I'm not going, and then people work their ass off to try to build up a business just to have it burned down. Yes, the man died. And I understand that the black community is angry. People in general are angry. But there's got to be a better way to go about it.
There was. For the white people to quit killing blacks.
Exactly.
That's it. There's a better way to stop killing black people when you put handcuffs on it. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you can't keep killing. Like, and here's the thing: is like
I don't think black people understand the power that they have, because I was talking to a friend of mine and she was saying that we can come together collectively to destroy. But just imagine in the world, our dollar, if we're talking about black, Hispanic, Asian, amounts for even more than half of the world's money circulation.
It doesn't matter. Though.
Stop.
It doesn't matter.
That's the crazy thing.
If
you can join together to destroy something.
Right, but that's what you're saying. You're asking other races to join in on a fight that you want the fight to be at.
And even if they don't, even in Richmond, if black people all together was just like, I'm not going, we'll figure out a way. We did it for 400 years. We figured out a way. When it comes to poverty or paying the bills, we figured out a way.
What did your grandmother think about this?
my grandmother thinks, she was like, it's terrible.
Which, by the way, Avery's grandmother, I think you're an amazing woman. You're doing a great job with this one. So
But
you bathed in the blood, lady. You good, my queen.
So before I tell you that, right,
Okay.
we're going to take a quick break.
All right, cool.
That's what we're going to do. All right. So I'm going to tell you what my grandma said. She's very outraged behind what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
She also thinks it should be a different way. Because it's like, okay, we get it in Minneapolis or anywhere else. Even in Richmond, I get it. Right? When you continue to poke a bear for 400 years, eventually it's going to snap.
I can't believe it took 400 years.
Right. Because we tried to be peaceful. We tried to march. Right? And it didn't work.
And that's what I'm saying.
They're going to burn stuff down. However, it's like to see your this place to me is home.
Right.
You know, I love Richmond. So to see your own the people out in the street. Some of my friends were out there. Some people were like burning down stuff, burning buses. Like you're talking about a company that my mother used to work for.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about just people just causing chaos.
Are you not worried as a black man to be saying that and be like, fuck that, the black people don't own that bus line? Who gives a fuck about that bus line?
I'm not worried because I'm a peaceful individual,
right.
And I'm allowed to think the way I think because
that's the freedom.
Once again, meditated on.
I guess using that word is very hard too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Meditated on Bible verses. I'm a peaceful guy.
Right.
And I always believe love can drive out hate. Mm-hmm. Always believe that. So if you can collectively come together as a people, because there's white people out there too. If you can collectively come together as a people and destroy to get attention, imagine what you could do if you're able to logically come together and think about, okay, what way can we disassemble the establishment without having to burn it down to the ground? Because burning it down to the ground, they expected them to do this. Because it's like, my cousin, he said, now it gives them a reason to go out and start shooting people. Because they done called the National Guard already on one of these cities.
Yeah, where it's all going down.
Right. So it's kind of like, now it gives them the opportunity to shoot you down like a dog because now you're acting animalistic.
Okay.
So if the government already expects you to do this, guess what? Plot twist. We're smarter than what you think we are. You get what I'm saying? But if you can collectively come together and destroy stuff until you get what you want, imagine what you could do. But no one thinks like that. But no one's going to get together collectively and be like, listen, we're going to stop spending money. See how well you do in the economy when we completely stop spending money. Because I've seen black women I've seen my grandmother make a meal out of a can of beans and some corn and some rice and maybe a pack of chicken or two chicken.
Well, that's
chicken breast.
That's old school. But what I'm telling you now is you've got old school mentality with guys like you,
right?
Where it doesn't exist in today's X world. It's like legit. I say like X world, like dude. Look, you've got people out here starving every day, killing, murdering. I mean, right now, there's a serial killer that's killed hundreds of people. We don't even know it yet.
Right.
Until they get caught. I feel, I hear this fucking thing come out all the time with people that have more to say in the black community than any white man will. I don't want to name any names, but go out and vote. We got to vote. We got to hit them at the toll. We got to hit them at the booth. Nah, bro.
Because no one's willing to join collectively on
Correct.
that thought.
How many? I don't know if it happened. Did Obama ever march with any kind of like black group?
Not to my knowledge.
Why not?
Why not?
That's the crazy.
I mean, the thing about it is he could.
Right.
He definitely could.
Why not? If this is the happiest they've ever been, like you said, why didn't he do that?
Because he was the president.
Don't matter.
This is true.
He's still a man.
But at that particular time, during that particular phase, there was no marches going on. To my knowledge.
Oh, I'm sure there were some marches, brother. And he was in there for 2 terms, 8 years.
Right.
I'm sure there were some marches. You know what I'm saying?
It could have been. Once again,
and I don't know if he ever did one. Maybe he did do one.
Right.
What I'm saying,
that's what I'm saying.
What I'm saying is this: is you're going to have white people on this side that are like, fuck that. Black people need to pull themselves up, quit being so bullshit. White people get murdered more a year. I heard some guy like 94% of white people get killed by the cops a year. So fucking what?
Right.
The fact of the matter is this. I know if we walk into a jewelry store, they're going to judge you way before they judge me.
You could stand in front of me. There's been so many videos surfacing where there's been a group of white people and they're acting as a shield for black people. And they're not trying to touch the person standing as a shield, but they're trying to get to the black person. Because for whatever reason, once again, it boils down to jealousy. You still, I done kicked you, I done beat you, and you still want to come. Our women like you more. You're better at sports. Now you want to become doctors and lawyers and psychiatrists. And you expect me to just, I built this country. This country, I looted the country constantly. And you still come out on top. You won't stay down. So guess what? I'm going to continue.
Furcon said that it's the responsibility of white people to take the responsibility of what happened in the beginning.
Right. It's not our fault. Like
right. Correct.
We didn't start this.
Correct. So if I'm sitting here being honest with you, which is what I wanted this whole podcast, how are you going to get that to happen? How are you going to get guys to not go out and buy rims for their cars? Bum ass fucking speakers, nice ass fucking clothes. You know what I'm saying? How are you going to do that?
The same way they decided to get a group of angry black and white younger people to go out in the street and murder us.
Right, but we are so
illogical.
We are so locked into comfort, Joe.
Right.
That comfort.
We're willing to make things uncomfortable for someone else. No, listen, we're willing to make things uncomfortable.
Let me ask you this question.
Go ahead. They're willing to make things uncomfortable for someone else for justice, but aren't willing to make things uncomfortable for themselves.
Correct.
And that's the issue.
Walmart, I think, is like 5% of the wealth.
Right.
How much money did they got for you not to come to Walmart?
For me, just me.
No,
not a lot.
Right. Now, let's say 100,000 black people, right? Don't go shopping at Walmart.
Let's say you don't see no black person in Walmart.
Okay.
Never.
Now, how are you going to do that?
See how long they're going to last. The same.
Here's the thing.
Because they're doing this thing. They're doing these riots all over the country.
Right.
Minneapolis,
right.
San Jose,
right.
Richmond.
Yeah.
So what is it going to take for someone to come along and say, listen, stop spending your money. Mm-hmm. Find somewhere else to go. If a black business is doing this, do it. If you can't, if females, if you need this particular hair product, I have a person that gives me natural skin products, natural hair products. All we need, and here's the point of the jealousy, all we need, really, is shea butter and sun. Listen, that's all we need. If you really think about it. We don't need to buy anything. We can make shea butter.
Man, here's the thing, though. Is you don't have that in today's world.
Right.
That X way of thinking, like I've been talking about, people are fed up, we're going to burn shit up. They're going to get their food. They're going to get their sneakers. They're going to get what they need. They're not going to turn that off.
It's like, now what? Because, oh, God forbid, you know what I'm saying? Like, a black person doesn't buy a pair of $200 sneakers. God forbid.
But they will.
But they will.
Hundreds will.
The same store that they burned down.
Right.
They're going to go back to continue to put the black dollar into the same system that oppresses them. That funds these police officers and their salaries. Because it's fueled through our taxes. We pay taxes every time we buy a pair of shoes. So Gucci belt, Louis Vuitton.
Let's get away from buying and congregating together and not doing that. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about black police officers.
Right.
That's a whole other subject.
It is. And then a lot of people are saying, okay, well,
should they walk off the job?
Yes.
You believe they should quit?
But they have a point. They have a choice.
Here's the choice: a black police officer, feed my family,
right.
Or better yet, support my daughter through school, medical school.
Right.
That what you were talking about. We want to be doctors. We want to be psychiatrists. We want to be surgeons. Now you're telling the black cop, to quit doing his job that's supporting his daughter to become a doctor to save black lives that come into a bullet hole because of white cops. Right. So now you're taking that future away.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
It's a snowball. I get that.
But here's the thing. At what extreme is it going to take for the black community to say, okay, you know what? Fuck y'all. We're going to do our own shit. Because we go to McDonald's. Why? Not because the food is delicious and gourmet as a motherfucker.
Right.
We go because you can, for $4, you can eat like a goddamn king, be swole up with a fat belly, and lay down and go to sleep.
Right.
That's why we go to McDonald's. We don't go to McDonald's because it's the best fucking food in the market. We don't go to Burger King and we go to McDonald's because it's a 99-cent sandwich, right? And we get 4 of them bitches and a fucking free water.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We don't do that. We do it because it's cheap and it's affordable, and we don't have the money to do it. Now, by no means am I eating. I still eat McDonald's. If I get the rush, I gotta do it. But I enjoy good food now.
Right.
The fruits of my labor, if you will. You know. But dude, I'm telling you, the biggest thing right now in the world with black people, I think in my heart, is that y'all want love more than anything.
At the end of the day, it's not even about this fact of love.
Yeah, it's life.
Just treat us equally.
Equally, yeah.
Equally. If you're gonna gun down, and then here's the thing, I don't want anybody to die. Like that.
No, don't get me wrong. If I'm a cop and you coming at me with a gun,
Right.
I'm gonna pop out your ass.
Right.
If you got a machete, a hammer, a knife, I'm gonna kill you because at the end of the day, I have to go home to my family.
But you don't. Here's the thing. Cops are trained where to shoot to, if need be, to stop a person. You can shoot him in the leg.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't give a fuck what they trained me. You come after me with a deadly weapon, and my life's, if I'm really freaking out, I'm unloading a clip in the brain.
But here's the thing. When you have people like mass shooters going into black churches, killing black people, coming out, you handcuffing them and giving them orders.
No, sir.
Someone's
negative. That person
forging signatures on checks, and you pin his head to the cement.
Yeah. And that's where the problem lies.
Right.
The problem lies is you got crazy. Because here's the thing: if a black man goes crazy and mass shoots everybody, right? You don't give a fuck about your research. Then you can't write a novel on that. You can't get a movie out of that. They don't want to see that. They want you to arrest the crazy little white kid that calls himself Joker that has all these journals written where they could put a fucking novel out, make millions on, put a movie out, make trillions on, and then he's like, who's that white guy that used to cut up people and fucking eat them and fuck them back in the day, the 80s?
Yeah, I know.
Ted Bundy.
Right.
The suicide, crazy people like that, that's what they want, dude. People love that shit. It's $1 million business. Here's the problem. Here's the problem with white people to black people. White people are not acceptable to the loud culture that black people ooze out. Does that make sense? Like, you ooze soul, good times, having fun, laughing, fucking with people, making fun of people. It's a way of a lifestyle, right?
Right.
White people, real white, not like me. You know me. I'm nowhere near that white bubble collective of a person. But that old school, he shouldn't be acting like that in public, or he's being too loud. You don't get that right anymore. That doesn't exist.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if you go to a car wash, a community car wash, right?
Right.
And the car beside you is booming the speakers out, because that's what he's liking to do while he's cleaning his shit. Then go to another fucking car wash or clean your motherfucking car at home.
Right.
And then you're coming. Oh, why
instead of calling the police
right.
and saying, "Hey, there's this African American playing this loud music behind me and threatening my life."
You know, man, I can only imagine what you guys have to go through.
You will never.
I'll never know.
Like, you will never having a woman call the cops on you and saying this big white man is. They'll hang the phone up on her face. You said, "Who you say? White? Oh, it's fine, man."
Well,
Is he just asking you to? If he's just asking you to leash your dog, it's perfectly fine. Just leash your dog, calm down. He's threatening my life. You understand?
That bitch was choking her dog. It looked like the dog was choking.
Right. She was trying to not kill her dog, but she was trying to make him yelp to make it seem more dramatic. So she was loose, right.
Yikes.
It's saying like, this black man is threatening my life. Please come. And then the result is what she wanted is what happened to George Floyd. that's the crazy amount of power that the white community has. And so my question is, right, and I think this is a good leeway to this question, what do you believe white privilege is? As a white man, what do you believe it is?
Everything you want. I mean, acceptance, freedom, non-judging. Everything you want is what I have.
Right.
That's what white privilege is. White privilege is I can go anywhere and say anything to anybody and not be. I might be looked at as a crazy or that guy's an idiot or whatever. But you can't walk into a honky tonk in Mississippi at 12 o'clock at night and go, "What's up, honkies?"
Right.
You can't. Not unless you're gonna get your ass whooped or get killed.
Well, you can't do that in a bar. But I get your point.
You see what I'm saying? Like my idea of white privilege is everything a black man wants in America. And that's the truth. That's like the oh shit.
Yeah,
like that's the fucking oh shit for the.
Alright, so listen, I have one question for you. You told me what white privilege is.
Right.
So my question to you is,
what'd you think of that answer?
What I think of that answer?
Yeah.
I feel like it was the truth. It was, it is white privilege is everything that we want, and it's not fair. But people tell us all the time life isn't fair, and I'm more than certain a white man came up with that. Life ain't fair to y'all.
Life ain't fair to y'all.
To y'all. So that should have been added in there. But I just don't feel like that's all we want. Everyone is I don't want anyone to die, but I do want you to treat the same. Right. Yeah. If there's somebody if there's a white man that comes in that looks like me, judge him the same way as you would judge anybody.
Right.
No matter what he looks like, or a white man comes in with his pants sagging, and people profile people so quickly, but you can come in anywhere dressed any way you want to, and no one bat an eye.
I mean, don't get me wrong. If I walk in with a G-string on and some fishnets, they're gonna fucking get me.
Right.
Or if I walk in there as a white gangster, I don't,
Right.
Maybe they still might not even. They might just make fun of me. You know what I'm saying?
But to be called, you would probably be called if you were like, I don't know, a teenager, and you look. Pants sagging, do-rag or whatever, you just a young kid, young white kid.
Wigger.
Now, right.
I'll just say, we done been too much trouble on this. Wigger is what they called us.
Or, but we could look at
which is just a spoof off the N-word, which I was like, I can't even say that.
Exactly.
Lord of mercy.
But we get looked at as being a thug, a criminal.
Scary.
Right, scary.
Oh my God.
We don't, never owned a gun, never shot a gun. We just, this is how we dress. You know what I'm saying? And we will always get judged like that. And now we're just tired. We're tired of the privilege. We're tired of...
Man, but you take a guy from back in the 90s that got locked up, right? And he gets released today's world. What do you think he would think with skinny jeans?
So that happened plenty of times.
Yeah,
what the fuck? Put me back in.
This style ain't cool.
My question to you is, in recent memory, have you ever used your white privilege to your advantage?
Every single day.
How?
By waking up and going outside.
So do you feel like, I'm talking about like effectively to get something that you knew you could get over someone else based upon the color of your skin? Because we oftentimes, especially as black people, we get upset for white people using their white privilege. No, use it for good. Don't be like, you know what I'm saying? I don't give it.
Did I ever get like? No. And the reason why I can say no, because I'm only 32. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I've never been a part of the corporate world. I've always been a fucking groundsman.
Right.
Labor or driving a truck. I've never been like an office person ever. So I could never be like rubbing elbows or, hey, Tony, give me the job instead of, Tyrone over here. Come on, brother, we're brother. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I could never do nothing like that if that's what you're asking. I think every person uses a white division. Like that woman did. Oh my God, it's a black man. He's going to try to kill me at the park. Help me.
Right. And that's a prime example of using it for...
Right.
If Superman has a superpower and he decides to shoot X-ray vision just at an innocent civilian, there's a problem. But if you use your power that you have for good, understand, we're not asking you to ignore the fact that you have white privilege. Use it to bring attention to the fact there's a problem in this country. If they won't listen to us, then maybe they'll listen to you. It's kind of like when you want your cousin to stay over, so you get your cousin to act instead of you because you know your mama gonna tell you no. Yeah. Black problem. So it's like
that's awesome. That's fucking black problem.
Right. So
I used to watch Friday with Daddy. These black problem. You don't know about this.
So you get your cousin to ask. I've been through that so many times because you're like, oh well, you want your friend to stay over, so you get the friend to ask. So because you know your mom gonna try to be nice to him.
But don't black moms like, I don't give a fuck who kids you are. No, you ain't staying here. I ain't feeding you.
Most black men. Most black moms. But you got.
That's fucking great. No, I can honestly say I have never used my white privilege or being white. I wouldn't even call it white privilege on this. Me being white, I have never been able to put that over to get something I need out of someone or a promotion or something like that. I've always been shit jobs from day one.
Right, because a lot of people black people will get mad at white people because they're like, oh, of course I'm going to accept this position over this particular person. I'm not mad at you because it's like, if you give this person first place and this person second place, and they're going to be like, hey, I don't want first place because this person deserves it more than me.
This is how it should work. If I own a company and it makes me money, I want the best person to see.
Right.
But I'll tell you something that happened to me in a tow game years ago. I worked for a company here in Richmond. I won't name the company. I won't even name the owner of the company, but he was a black man. He owned a couple of tow trucks. And he's like, hey, do you know why I keep you on? I was like, why? Because I should have been fired a couple of times. He's like, I need a white guy on my team. Because when he was buying junk cars, he would have customers call and say, well, I don't want no black person on my property. Right? He would send me out to get the truck car.
That's terrible.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's a black man telling me he has to have this white person on his team to be able to keep his business open. Right. Which sucked. I was like, man, it sucks. Right. I was like, your truck suck. You know what I'm saying? Well, it is what it is. And so, I mean, I guess that's pretty much the only time I've ever had that, ever happened to me in a workplace. But he had to say that. He was just honest with me so he could get the cars. You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, they really do that? Oh, hell yeah, they do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you go out to Hanover buy a junk car, or there's other popular counties around Richmond that are country folk. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, that's for that. I don't really have a thing where I've used white privilege to get something out of something. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That makes sense. So because it's like, even if I was in that particular position as George, you understand, if you would have yelled out, being as big and as loud as you are, not even the fact that you're big and loud,
right?
But because you're white, get the fuck off of him.
Yeah, I feel like if someone would have stepped in, someone would have got close.
Right. But if it would have been black, they would have got shot. They would have died.
Yeah. Here's the thing, because officers are trained, or movies portray that if a bunch of black people get mad and get around, they're going to get killed. So they go into killing mode already. Like, they don't got that training you were talking about. It's bullshit. It's not out the window now.
Right.
This is it.
Now you're just shooting people.
Right. You're not going to shoot a white man in a suit trying to pull an officer off a guy's neck. But a black man wearing a Reebok jacket, you know what I'm saying, right, with, white shoes on trying to pull a cop off, then it's a whole different ballgame.
Right. They would have at most tased you.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That's a damn shame. So we're scared. We're angry because a lot of people say, why didn't they jump in and do something? Because at the end of the day, you have to choose between life and potential death.
Yeah. And
if that potential death is kind of high, so I have to think about, with all in the split second, I have to think about my family, how my family feel, if my life is in order.
If you're straight with God,
right.
There's shit I want to do.
Right.
I want to travel somewhere. I want to do things. Which comes down to saying, I'll never know what it's like to be a black man in America. 100% will never know what it's like. I know that it's shitty. And I know y'all, here's the thing, we both got shitty team players on our side.
Right.
But there shouldn't be a fucking side. That's the difference.
Right.
There shouldn't be a fucking white or black side. There should be humans.
We, on our side, we denounce those people, like, once again, like Indians and terrorists. The people that are good Indians are like, no, we fucking hate terrorists just as much as you do because it's wrong.
Right.
What a lot of people, white people do, is they, once again, sweep it under the rug. They're just like, oh, Johnny said nigga. And it's,
shit.
That's his, that's for Fortnite,
Look, Johnny needs an ass whooping. Right. Johnny needs mom to come in and slap them lips and say,
or black people are lazy. And we deal with that type of shit.
Right.
Like, or you literally deal with, like, you don't bat an eye to there's a racist somewhere going, I fucking hate black people.
No,
instead of going, get the fuck out of our community.
Right, exactly. Yeah, and then that's
no one does that.
Well, and then the crazy thing is too is
because as long as it's not my life or my family, I don't give a fuck.
Right, but I mean, let me ask you this question: if it was a white guy, this is reverse the role for just a second.
Let's do it.
If it was a white guy,
right,
would you have stepped in?
Yes.
No matter what.
No matter what.
Cool.
Because like when people use all lives matter in context, I don't want anyone to die.
That's a back play on Black Lives Matter. That was a bullshit statement, anyways. But yes, all lives do matter. But motherfucker, at the end of the day, when
they're saying basically it's like Black Lives Matter. People are saying it in a way of like, no, all lives matter.
Right.
No, exactly. You don't fucking understand.
Well, and here's the thing too: you're never going to change those people's minds. And if you do, great. That's awesome. If you can change those people's minds, great. But you're always going to have your Team Blue for cops. You're always going to have your Black Lives Matter folks. You're always going to have your white people. Your racist white people. Your black racist white people. Or racism falls at the doorstep of everybody. Because everybody's got a member that hates the other half. Don't know why. This is the way they're programmed, or they can't change your mind. I heard a story one time of I don't know how true this is or where I came with this story, if I saw it in a movie or what, but I heard a story one time. It was a bunch of white dudes who didn't like this white guy. They're all racist now.
Right.
Now, mind you, they're in this field by a tall oak tree, so they hang this white guy for something. They don't like him, or he just. There's some white people out there that just don't like white people too. You know what I'm saying? Right. Hate is hate. They just want to kill everybody. It's hate. Right. It's hate. For some reason, though, I heard this story. I don't know where. It's always stuck with me for years. And it may not even be true, but the fact is, it's a great story to say. So they hung this white guy like they did to African Americans 400 years ago. They hung him like from his neck from a tree. Wow. This guy's sitting here choking. They ride off on horses, right? But every Sunday, on this day where they hung this guy, this black man cuts to the field to get into town. So black man comes up to this racist guy who's hanging from a tree. Without a doubt, he cuts him down and saves his life. Right. And he's like, man, are you okay? He's like, who the fuck are you? What the fuck? Changed that man's way of thinking the rest of his life. And he taught his, you know what I'm saying? And he went on to live a good life, got the fuck out of town. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't die.
Right.
This black man saved his life, so therefore he never, ever taught that ever again.
Do you think that if it was the opposite way around, that would have happened? He would have looked up and go, oh shit.
Man, you never know.
Because you never know, but it's just like...
You never...
If the roles had been... I can't say it for someone that I don't know, but I can say if I saw someone pressing on your neck, stop. Even being a black man, I would literally, like, when it comes to my friends,
y'all need to get the fuck off that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I would be willing to go...
Well, yeah, if the roles were reversed back then, who knows? You know what I'm saying? Probably not. That's the fucked up part, and that's the white privilege part, and that's the... Black people do not get treated the same in America. I don't care who the fuck you are. You cannot sit there and prove me different. You know what I'm saying? Right. You can't say the black people are lazy when I know fucking 10 white people ain't got jobs. Right. Live off the system. You know? You can't make statements like that are stupidity. You know what I'm saying? It's always going to be harder. I feel like the black community does need to get back to roots of building black businesses and black neighborhoods and the black family. Right. Hands down, you can't help. And this one guy said it, and it's the truth. No one fucks the blacks more than the blacks. No one fucks the Chinese more than the Chinese. And no one fucks more the white people than the white people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I got brothers that stole from me hundreds of dollars. My brothers, because they wanted drugs. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you know friends that have that happen to them. Right. I think in my heart of hearts, the only way that the black are ever going to be able to be that strong power they want, that Martin Luther King fought for, that all the people before that marched miles and miles and stuff, the black family has to get back to basics.
Collectively. The most powerful thing in this country is a collective black family.
Yeah.
Among
and they talk about
kids.
Yes. Simple. But here's the thing: when dad doesn't want to be a dad, just like my father didn't want to be, leave. Then you got an angry black woman. There ain't nothing worse in the world than an angry black woman. You know this.
Right.
Get an angry black woman behind a Ford Focus. Fucking over.
Exactly.
Fuck traffic laws, motherfucker. I'm going to find this bitch. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people were saying, and this is a really good one.
Okay.
Basically, what people are making, a lot of white people are saying, well, the blacks kill each other anyway, or it's black on black violence. And here's the thing, that may be true, but when Tyrone kills Jerome, Tyrone goes to jail.
Right.
When you decide to kill a black, or a police officer decides to kill a black man in cold blood, he walks away scot-free. He took a man's life.
Right. So let's say they all four go to jail for murder. And they go to jail forever. Is that going to help?
It would serve justice.
Right.
But now it's at a point where it's like, you only doing this because
But maybe now it's set a tone.
Right.
Here's the thing. If they all go to jail for murder and they get put away for life with a death sentence, it doesn't help you. Doesn't help the black community. They get the justice. You get your justice. You get the justice. Is it help?
Yes. And the reason being is because, like you said, it sets a tone for, like, cops go, oh shit. If I'm out here not
cops have already gone, oh shit now.
Right.
There ain't a fucking cop in America right now that goes, oh, I gotta chill out with that shit.
Right. Even if they hate black people, they're like,
even if they hate black people, they
going to jail.
Because here's the thing. They already knew where that motherfucker lived. They looked him up. His wife left him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you want to be a cop in America that kills the next black man and then your family gets killed in the house?
Right.
Fuck no.
What this hopefully does is create liability insurance.
Liability for actions.
Right.
Consequences for actions.
Right. You have to deal with that. It's not the state's problem.
No.
You have to deal with the fact that you took a life.
Right. And then, the thing of the matter is like, if you don't like it, too fucking bad. You shouldn't have made the decision.
Right.
I think cops have a stressful job.
Very much so. Black, white, and indifferent.
But my wife is a lawyer, divorce lawyer, and she has said, statistically, legit showing that most physical violent homes are police officers.
Because they're under so much scrutiny and pressure.
I think it's a power trip. I think because they don't get respected at home, they got to bring it to work.
Got to.
You know what I'm saying? You can let your wife that has all your kids and it's cheaper to keep her talk to you any way you will, but I'll be damned if Tyrone's going to say shit today.
Right.
And then he winds up killing somebody. Slap on the wrist or whatever. I think this has been the worst one I've ever seen. The riots and everything that's gone on.
First. I've ever seen.
Remember that last time the guy that couldn't breathe? The heavyset guy that got killed too?
Oh, yeah, he rioted.
You see what I'm saying? Right. But no one thought about that. You know what I'm saying?
That's why, because nothing happened.
Right, but something did happen now.
Right.
Something a light bulb went ding. Oh shit, that light bulb ain't never been on in the history.
Right.
So I think history changes.
Right.
Not only is the pandemic fucked the world up, not only is restaurants and socially being able to go visit friends, we are in a hostile bubble that's waiting to explode. And I think it's already exploded. Literally. Fuck going to restaurants. We're going to burn these motherfuckers down then.
Down.
You can't go anywhere without a mask.
You're to socialize? Okay.
Right. And then that's the thing. You're taking amendments away. First Amendments or whatever the bullshit is people want to bitch about. Not only that, though, you can go to a Walmart with 250 people in it, but you can't go to church with 60.
Right.
Can't go to campgrounds. Can't go to your fucking neighbor's house. I'm not going to speak on this whole virus thing of what I believe, because what I believe is off the wall shit.
Right.
I'm trying to keep running.
You.
And by the way, Gil, you can kiss my ass. You should have had me on that Owen Hart show, and you know it.
I hope he looks at the podcast through all of this.
But you're still a good guy. I need you to draw an Ace Montana character to be great. You can make it up to me.
Oh, please do.
As a cartoon character. But, man, I want everyone to be happy.
That's it.
John Johnson was the worst wrestler I ever met in my life. He had 2 left feet and had no rhythm. He could name you anything about wrestling you wanted to hear.
Wrestling story.
But I literally took him under my wing. I didn't have to.
Right.
I wanted to because I knew what could come out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And despite what he's doing, he still makes him happy. Despite how he does it still makes him happy.
Yeah, and then that's all that matters. I mean, man, there's life is. Here's the thing: if I die tomorrow, do I want a couple people to show? I want fucking counties to show up. Let that motherfucker help me out in a pinch.
Right.
That guy helped move my mama's house. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, he was there. When I needed a computer for school, he got me there. You know what I'm saying? When I needed groceries, he got me. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that matters. This is a turning point in history that no one wants to. White people want to be like, I don't want to look at it. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to look at it. I don't want.
But you turn your head the entire time,
Yeah.
and then let them say riot. Oh, riot! You're going to Target and you're tearing it down.
Yeah.
I go to Target every day. Now I have to go way across.
Well, we don't. I just got to go around the block.
Right.
In Minneapolis, they're fucked. They got to go 2 counties over.
I got to go 2 counties over to go to Target. Now I'm outraged because a man died in the street. Like, get the fuck over Target.
Right. Target's going to be just fine. They got good stuff. They got great insurance policy. They're going to get a new store in Minneapolis. Everybody's going to be good. The problem is it's not about, look, if you're going to burn it, here's the thing. If they're going to burn the fucking store down, I'd rather people get the shit out that need it. Even if they don't need it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The white dude running out with a mannequin and a mattress. Like, what the fuck? Like, okay. Like, well, at least that mannequin gets to have some use out of it. All this product doesn't go to waste. But I think this is the turning point for money, for the economy, because we're all starving out here.
Right.
People are out of work. You got textiles out of work.
Right.
You know, they give you the watch, they kick you in the butt and say, hey, daddy, a computer took your... No, that's hard. No, today is hard times.
Right.
It's hard times because there ain't no money. You can't fucking live off a McDonald's wage. And if you can't get nothing but a McDonald's wage, and you know what I'm saying? They expect the motherfuckers out here can't read a lick to get a better job.
Right.
They can't get out here to get a better job. But I tell you what, if I go to McDonald's and it's a fresh hamburger with a nice slice of cold cheese on that motherfucker and hot fries, I'm happier than picking shit.
Right.
Fuck yeah, that guy did his job great. Pay him good. The problem is people don't want... The rich wants to be richer. That's it. It's a disease. You can only get more money.
Right.
If you're a gazillionaire, you want to be a bazillionaire.
Right.
If you're a millionaire, you want to be a billionaire. If you're a thousandaire, you want to be a millionaire. You see what I'm saying?
After that, it's Jeff Bezos.
After that, you're just fucking middle class, and we're all in this burning bitch.
But here's the thing, though. People don't understand that race only has a part to play in this. Because guess what? You will not see Beyonce marching in her $1,000 stiletto.
The hell to the no.
You won't see Jay-Z. You won't see Tom Brady.
Yes.
You won't see Kevin Hart.
Yep.
You won't see... Why? Because they're rich and you don't have to worry about it.
Because they are rich and they don't have to worry about it. This is black folks' problem.
Racial?
Right?
Try to racially profile Kevin Hart. Try to racially profile Beyonce. Jay-Z. They tried it with Meek Mill when they acquitted this man of all of his charges.
Right. Well, here's the thing about them. You got Jay-Z sitting around buying football teams. It's hard as fuck. It's hard as fuck to fucking... Well... That Jay-Z, I mean, he bought a football team. He's a good, that should piss Jay-Z off. Right. Well, what do you mean I'm in my place? I'm behaving.
But guess what? When Jay-Z was poor and trying to make it in the business, nobody gave a fuck. He's been racist. He's gone on record to say how many times he's been racially profiled. You can't be mad at these people because they're rich. Oh, I'm not. Not at all.
They got a talent they pushed.
Right.
They worked hard. That's it.
But I'm just making the point.
Here. Let's bring up a controversy name. Nicky Hustle.
Nipsey.
Oh, sorry. I'm white. Remember that. I'm not old. Nipsey Hustle, the guy that got killed.
Right.
He had his stories in the community he was in.
Right.
What happened?
People knew Nipsey Hustle.
Right. What happened?
It wasn't racially profiled. He was shot down by one of his brothers.
Ain't that crazy?
It's crazy.
So Black Lives Matter, yeah, but what the fuck? Why is the black man taking the black man's life?
Right. In all, the life in general is a precious thing. Mm-hmm. But when that man shot Nipsey Hussle in jail, damn near for life.
Yeah. Did he get life?
When Billy Bob, and maybe that might be racist, or stereotypical. But when Billy Bob
he said, wow, I gotta be Billy Bob right now because I'm white, motherfucker. Oh, no, it's
Billy
all,
Bob
it's all
sits
good.
down, sit or kneels on a man's neck, it takes people burning buses, burning targets, going from city to city for this man to get third-degree murder.
But are you glad that at least it happened?
I'm glad.
What if nothing happened? And what if he got a slap on the wrist and back on the job next week? That would super suck for everybody that was involved with what happened.
I'm afraid.
I never watched the video. I'm not going to watch the video. I don't want to turn away from the racism and the bad parts of the world. Like, I don't want to see it. If I don't see it.
But that's the issue. I'm not saying like with you specifically, and I understand that it doesn't matter who you are. Some people just don't want to see that imagery and have that negativity in their mind. But don't not look at the murder, but look at rioting.
Yeah.
Don't look at what's
the riot for.
Right.
Yeah. I'm all for that.
Right.
I don't want to see a man's life go away. It's too much for me. There's too much bad going on anyway. When I was buying that fan because it gets hot in this office, you heard me on the phone. What was I talking about? Who was I talking to?
You were talking to, I would assume, a black lady.
There was 2 black women with their hood popped. I said, "Do you guys need a jump? Because I got a jump box in the truck." She said, "No." Trying to figure out what kind of oil we need. Nissan Altima. I knew what kind of oil it needed.
Right.
How many miles on it? All right, get this type of oil with high mileage on it. Oh my God, thank you so much. This is why people walk right by. Would have said, busted ass car.
Right.
It was a busted ass car. But I wanted to help.
Right.
Do yourself a favor. Every day you wake up, because you don't know if you're going to wake up the next day.
Right.
Make it the best day and leave it better than you found it. If everybody did that, the world would be a better place. The problem is it's selfish. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Kevin Hart gets out of the ghetto. Where does it leave the ghetto?
What do you mean?
Where does it leave the ghetto once Kevin Hart leaves and makes millions?
Where does it leave them? Right where they were.
The ghetto.
Yeah.
Why not change that? Just that part where he was.
This is the part that Kevin Hart made?
Right, like the blocks that he grew up on. Why doesn't he just invest?
It is during documentaries after that, back to the ghetto.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, why not leave it better? So if you ever go back, you don't have to worry about it. It's better.
Right.
Because here's the thing.
People struggle, especially black people. They'll get out of the ghetto and be like, I never want to see that place again.
Right.
I've spent so much time and effort trying to get out of this space when the best thing a person can do is go back.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to go, it's not PTSD or reliving things that it's making this particular place better.
Correct.
I'm going to take my millions of dollars and I'm moving
if you're
these
gonna
black people somewhere and I'm rebuilding this.
And here's the thing, we can go back and forth on a whole bunch of stuff. And I know we're coming up to the second hour.
You're right.
I
got one more.
All right, give me the one more question. Or do you want to take a quick break and then we'll get back to it?
We'll take a quick break and we'll get back.
All right, cool.
All right, so
we're back, right?
Yeah, we're back.
Finally, I tell you what, it's crazy because like we know it's we're at the home stretch, and other people are like, what? How long is this?
Right, and it's gonna be chopped up so.
I told him everybody it would be 2 episodes. I told it.
No, y'all gonna sit through this whole conversation with this one.
Yeah, we have to.
Have to. But I have one more question for you.
All right,
so, and I want to
the standard question.
Right, the standard question, exactly.
I think this is.
I want people to see growth because I'm all for it. Listen,
no names.
Right. Yeah,
okay.
No names. So I want people to see growth in individuals, whether they be black, white, pink,
right,
whatever. So, hey, so you dated someone. I'm not going to name any names. That you told me blatantly that she doesn't like black people, and it really didn't bother me because it's the type of stuff like that just doesn't.
Well, she was never around either.
Right.
Like she never came to anything. She wasn't on stuff.
Right. I met her one time.
Yeah.
Yep. I met her one time, and then after that, you told me that she don't like black people. And I was just like, I don't. Best of luck to you, but I just don't prefer to be around. Right. So my question is, knowing what we're going through right now, and knowing that, like, hey, especially people close to you, that you should check them when certain things are like that. Knowing that you have 2 black best friends, what was continuing to have you continue to date, or what even gave you presumption that she didn't like black people? Did she out and say like, hey, like black people, I really don't like?
Yeah, I mean, not that she didn't. She was raised on a base. Keep your distance. Don't be too friendly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's how she was raised.
That's not to everybody. It's black people.
Black people, correct. Right. Yeah, not keep your distance. You know what I'm saying? Don't be bringing nothing home. Right. If you know what I'm saying. Old good old boy shit.
Right.
You gonna be honest with me?
Yeah. I mean, I know where this is going. I kind of.
Dude, the only reason why I stayed, did what I did, is because I was using the fuck out of this chick.
Right.
She paid for everything. $10,000 in 2 years. More than what she spent on me and my kids. Got an apartment, bought me a car. Now, you gotta admit, I'm coming off a divorce. I lost my FedEx job.
Right. I
didn't have no money. What I did have was a big dick and a good attitude and a motorcycle to hook a bitch. And that's the truth. That's the truth. But yeah, man, when she told me that, I was like, well, you know, I was like, in my heart, I was kind of like, you fucking dumb bitch. Like, did you work in the community, like, as a caregiver? Like, what the fuck?
And you work with black people.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know what?
So was it really a basis of she didn't like black people, or she was always told and taught, listen, don't you bring the black people home?
100%.
Don't you?
100%.
It wasn't really like, it wasn't something that she established herself. She was just like, I don't have a problem with them, but the way I was raised,
you realize how many the white people...
Because mind you used to be socialized with the parents, too, and her.
Yeah, it was what it was. Right. But I knew what I was doing.
Okay.
It was me using a woman to get a life.
Playing again.
That's it. Right. I cheated on that girl every day.
Goddamn.
Every day I was fucking someone else. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or fucking my ex-wife.
Right.
Shoot! It's a shoot. I remember my ex-wife, after having sex with my ex-wife, knowing that I'm with someone, she said, you know you're going to be that girl's biggest mistake, right? I said, of course. 100%. What the fuck? Who the fuck do you think you're talking to? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, this is my ex-wife telling me this about the girl that I'm with. Am I proud of any of this? Fuck no. I had to really find a good part of my body to make myself. I had to work on my heart. It's just like an old school car. You want to rebuild an old school car, what do? You do the interior and the outside first? No. Fuck no, you got to make sure that heartbeat is good. The engine and transmission. Right. You got to make sure that motherfucker's right and clean that and fix that on the way, and then you go from the inside out.
Right.
Am I proud of any of this stuff I've done in the last 8 years? Absolutely not. I have struggled with suicidal thoughts. I have struggled with running away thoughts. I have struggled with hard times.
Right.
But something always got me through it. Was it weird to date a racism or a racist girl when she tried to be fake as fuck? Not really, because at the end of the day, I wasn't dating her. I was just fucking her, staying with her, using her money.
Right.
$10,000 in 2 years on somebody is a lot of money.
A lot of money.
The only reason why I know that is because she fucking told me as we're breaking up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I've got to look back at my life and go, well, Acie Williams, not Ace Montana. That motherfucker, he checks out when shit gets real.
Right.
That's what pisses me off about being a pro wrestler, having an ultra ego. That motherfucker checks out when the law's involved.
Right.
Maybe she's changed. I don't know. Did it change my point of view of black people? No, because y'all are my friends.
Right.
Does it make it wrong? Any black man in America would be like, shit, you gotta do what you gotta do.
At the end of the day, I mean, I stand on both sides of it because here's the truth. Because the first thing I thought about when hearing that was like, oh damn.
Is Ace racist?
I know for a fact you're not, but I was just like the principle of the fact you stayed with the girl.
Why would you be?
That you.
But see, you didn't know that. You didn't know what the plan was. You didn't know what the game was. You didn't know
I didn't even think. I didn't think until it was brought to my attention. I was just like, there's a lot of white people out here that don't like black people.
Right.
I know Acie,
Acie ain't one of them. We know this.
And I was like, fuck her. Yeah. That's I was like,
and like, when you were like, fuck her, or like, Acie, I'm not doing that. When I asked you to help with that one time, you're like, no, I'm not doing that. Did I ever once get pissed at you?
No.
Not once. Because I already knew what time it was. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You don't like me because of the color of my skin?
I'm
not saying I dislike you because I'm not going to allow you to have that much power over me.
Right.
But when it comes to something, you're not going to get a person that you don't like to help you. Mm-hmm. And a person of sense is not going to actively extend themselves.
We're at a point in time in our lives, the world is now. You cannot allow people to run your life anymore.
Right.
Not financially, not on what you have. If you've got a car that starts, be lucky because there's a motherfucker that's pedaling the bicycle. If you've got a bicycle pedaling to work, be lucky because there's a motherfucker that's walking to work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the world, the black community has to stop that shit. Because that's what's holding y'all back more than anything in the world. Is not being able to surpass shit that doesn't matter.
Right.
A pair of Jordans, if you bought a $200 pair of Jordans for 10 years straight, twice a year, how much money is that? That's enough to invest in something you love to make you a lot of more money.
Right.
That's it. That's the biggest thing. All the huge black speakers speak of this. Right. We worry about what people think of us.
We're trying to surpass. Here's the thing, and the reason we do this is because, listen,
I was wondering, do you do it? Because you seem kind of frugal as fuck. You like a Mick Foley for a black guy.
You said what?
You frugal as shit.
You said I look like Mick Foley.
No, I say you
guy?
act like Mick Foley for a black guy.
Exactly.
Like you're frugal as a motherfucker.
I've never been into like the Gucci belts and stuff like that because I know the value of the dollar. But what black people don't understand is no matter what, they said it on A Different World. Wayne said, no matter how many degrees I get, you will always look at my color. So, same instant, no matter what Gucci belt I put on, no matter how I dress, no matter what lab coat I have on, you will always see my color. But what black people don't want to understand is that no matter how much you do this, they will always see color, but they're constantly trying to impress not the next brother, but to be equal. Ooh, look at me, I got fancy stuff. You don't even have fancy stuff. I do. Mm-hmm. But guess what? Somebody's going to see this white person before you anyway.
Right.
Or they're going to look at you and just see, honestly, to put blatantly, they're going to see a nigga with fancy stuff.
Is that word again? I get real low now. Word hit.
I see.
Oh, shit.
That's exactly what they're going to see. They're going to see a black man that drives a fast car, wears flashy stuff. But
in a sense too, you find a black man that marries a white woman and works hard and has nice things and a good job and a great career, and then he's scrutinized from his own kind.
Right.
I know a guy right now that he struggles with his whole family. He can't even take his wife to cookouts and shit because they're like, man, you couldn't find a queen, couldn't find somebody that could help out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's like, man, that's not what I love this chick. Like, fuck her color of her skin. And then the sisters are mad, family's mad. So now he can't even go to cookouts to see family because they don't want the white girl around.
So not only do we fight our people, but we fight other people. Like other people are oppressors. Then after that, we got like don't even get me started about gay black men. Lord, you got to fight the black community. Then you got to fight your own kind being gay, and then after that you got to fight the police not only being black but also being gay.
I think white people are more comfortable around gay black men than just straight black men, and that's coming from a white guy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I mean, like, here's the thing too, man. And like we could go on and on around racism and what the world's coming to. The world is coming to a pop. We are feeling too much too quick. We are seeing too much too quick. We are evolving technology-wise and mentally too. We're processing mentally too much than the world has ever done.
This train is going off the handle.
100%
off the rail.
The fucking conductor done jumped out. That motherfucker's been gone.
Right.
He's dusting his shit off, walking the other way by now.
Right.
The problem is this: fuck you, Gil. You should have got me on the own heart foundation. The problem is this. The black community is going to have to change the black community because the white people will never change it. And they've got to quit looking for that. If black people want
we ain't trying to change the community.
No. I'm saying
world.
right. You see what I'm saying? Like you got to do it yourself.
No,
It's
not our responsibility.
No.
Your girl said it. She said she was like, listen, you want to stop the violence? Then stop the violence.
True.
You started this. We will stop being violent when you stop being violent.
Well, see, the thing is, I'm not violent.
I'm not saying you.
I know, but like that's why the
teddy bear. That's what you get it.
The sticker, the ickiest.
Right. But now I'm just a disgruntled black man. But it's like,
man, you know, here's what I want. I want the world to be equal. Why can't it be equal? Why? Like, what is it?
That's all we want. If you're gonna be a racist, understand that you cannot go out without and kill a black man without getting consequences like that.
Right.
Now, especially with this Ahmaud Arbery situation, you have white supremacists thinking they can go out with shotguns and kill black men and get dusted off without a riot. If nobody films this, I can go outside my house, pull out my shotgun, and kill a black man because there's people out there that want to kill black people just because they are black. I want them off the face of the earth. Yep. They're lazy. We need just white people running the earth, and if I can take one out, I'm going to. I'm gonna hunt this motherfucker like he is game.
Well,
and there's people it's scary to think there's people on the face of the planet that think like that.
Yeah.
And so now we have people going out thinking that they can do it with them and get off scot-free. Like, our life don't matter.
Once again,
Michael Vick got more time than all 493 police officers that killed a black man on film for killing a dog. Our life is worth less than a dog.
Once again, I will never know what it's like to be a black man in America. You can all this you're saying, I'm 100% behind. Right. The problem is I'm white at the end of the day. Right. I go home to my white life.
The same way we can't change the color of our skin.
Yeah.
We can't change what happens to us, and you can't change the privilege that you have. But what we can do is
try
to work together. You use your superpower. Listen, you use your white privilege. I'll teach you how to dance.
This got to shit.
Listen, I'll teach you about you. You use your white privilege. I'll teach you all the history about how you. Listen, there's no laughing matter, but seriously, like
you gotta be able to have some humor in some of it. Right. Some of it's not.
You just want you to not even use your white privilege, but understand there's an issue. Don't turn a blind eye to it, and realize that the human race needs everybody to collectively come together and say, whether I like white people, whether I like black people, or whether I don't like black people, this is wrong. For you to stand on someone's neck for any reason, and
fuck that dude. He was wrong. 100%.
He's wrong.
All 4 cops are fucking wrong.
Right. They're wrong.
And then it don't matter if he had a fucking taser or if the motherfucker had a knife. Once you get him in handcuffs and he's on his belly, it's hard as fuck to fight somebody in handcuffs.
Right.
You don't believe me. If you don't believe me, go tie your arms behind your back, lay in your belly, and then have someone try to beat your ass while you're trying to get up. It's not that hard to get your ass with. So 100%. Whatever happens to all the 4 officers, they deserve it 100%.
Right. I don't want death upon nobody.
Exactly.
Because I believe living with the thought that the fact that you kill someone is worth that. You have to sit there and realize it.
Not if you don't care.
This is true, but let them sit there until they can.
Yeah, right. No, don't get me wrong. Life without parole. Sorry. This was just your decision you made. This is what happens.
Right.
Just like when they beat Rodney King's fucking ass. Someone just happened to have an ace fucking VHS recorder. Oh, God. Can you imagine how much? I mean, someone just did it. You know what I'm saying? And now, this fucked the game up. You can't cheat. You can't say you got money. Let me Google this motherfucker right here. This is right here. You filed bankruptcy in 2008, motherfucker. Right. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we good?
Yep.
At the end of the day, we gonna leave this podcast. We're gonna leave my store. We're gonna go home. We're gonna smoke weed together. We're gonna eat great food together. We're gonna laugh about how great of a podcast this was.
I don't smoke weed for future employees. I don't.
Weed ain't never done nothing but help the world. It's on Earth. It comes on Earth. That's my guess.
Right.
Yo, motherfucker. And at the end of the day, we can end this knowing that we will try our best as a black man in America and as a white man in America to try to make America as best as we can.
Right.
to speak up when shit needs to be spoken up to.
Small steps. That's all people are asking.
That's all black people are asking for. In this whole thing.
People in general.
Right.
Because there's white people standing right beside us that do everything out front and center. I will protect this black man.
Right.
Whatever you decide to do. And on one point I wanted to make is people are making people feel bad for basically how to handle the situation.
Right.
If you don't want to sit there and look at it, I don't blame you. If you don't want to get out there and march, If you don't want to riot,
I don't want to see a man's life get ended on. Now, call me a pussy, call me whatever you want. I don't want to see it. I've seen enough pictures to understand where the knee was on his lower neck, on the back of his neck, and how he was, and what his eyes looked like. I've been around death a lot. I've seen people that are, being a tow truck driver, I've been on accident scenes where their final moments was in front of us. They hit EMTs, the cops, stuff like that. So I've seen death leave, or souls leave the body and been close to it.
You don't want to see it.
No, it's horrible. But at the end of the day, the old saying is, the picture's worth 1,000 words.
Right.
That was 100% worth 1,000 bad words. We'll see how the write-ins go. Hopefully they subscribe and hit that share link and send this man $1 for this podcast. He busted his ass for this. If you can send him $1, send him $1.
Please, you've seen everything that I do.
It's crazy.
I keep it honest I keep it real with my viewers.
Do you really?
I done stopped recording. We done messed up the audio somehow.
He didn't press play for the first 40 minutes or record, so we had to act like the beginning wasn't the beginning.
Right, exactly. So
we had to act like the beginning was the first beginning.
Help me out. I've never run the beg, but if you like the podcast, you know what I'm saying, take the time to subscribe. At least
like and share. Right. Tell someone about it that might have some money. If you ain't got some money, find a friend that has some money. Get $1. But dude, thank you so much for having me. This has been awesome.
I've enjoyed this. This has exceeded my expectations.
I told you it would.
Listen.
And Gil, fuck you. I'm just joking, man. You're a cool dude. You're funny. I don't watch any of your stuff, but you got a beautiful smile. And when we went to that club that one time when I broke up with that chick.
Oh yeah, we went to. Oh, it was that
art show.
No, it was the bar hop.
Right, but it was an art bar thing.
Right,
bar
exactly.
Hop we did.
That was the greatest time of my life.
It was good. It was good. We should do that again once everything opens up.
Right, exactly. But thank you guys.
Hold on, let me put my store open now.
Oh, which store?
My the store you're sitting in. Want to pay rent on? By the way, if you are into collectibles, any kind of random shit that I get that's worth money, from oven mitts to Ohio State merchandise to coffee mugs and vintage
Nino Brown.
Yeah, fur coats or Pikachus. It don't matter. I got it here at Ace Junkman's Collectibles on eBay. Check me out. My Instagram's Acie Williams. My link to my store is on the Instagram, so check that out for me. Buy some stuff, and I'm gonna shoot this guy like $10, so you should too.
Oh, I appreciate that, man.
It's the least I can do, right?
It's the least you can do. But thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate you sticking with me this far, not only in this episode but in the podcast in general. There's usually something I do say before I end the podcast, but of course,
Black Power.
Yeah, that too. But make sure you like, comment.
Wait, is the left or is the right?
I don't know. I usually do the left.
Yeah.
That's just me.
All right.
Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And there's just like this one thing that you're never supposed to do naked. Ace, what is that?
Fried bacon naked, baby. Woo!
Thanks, guys.